Growing Up on a Farm in Kentucky. Stories by Stan Schmidt. Episode 11. Mom.
Where do you think she learned to cook all that stuff?
Well, she was raised on a farm. It wasn't a dairy farm, but they had pigs and beef cows and chickens and things like that. And my mother learned everything. That's another story. When she was very young, her mother had 7 children, and during the birth of the last one, she passed away because she needed open heart surgery, which didn't exist in those days. And she ended up dying during childbirth. And my grandfather there weren't any babysitters around. They lived out in the country in a house. And that same year, their house burned down. So they had to build another house, and then my grandfather took my mother out of I think 6th grade. She finished the 6th grade, and then she had to stay home and raise there were 3 little babies that needed raising and a couple of older kids. And my mother was in charge of the whole house, cooking, cleaning, everything. I guess she made some of the other kids help with the cleaning, but by the time she got married, she knew how to raise kids. And our family was really her second family. But she kind of resented the fact that she didn't get much education. But to make up for it, she would take our high school books after we went to bed, and she would stay up late to 1 or 2 in the morning and read through all the novels and the psychology books, but kind of skip the math, which she didn't really need. She knew enough math to know what to buy in the store. And we were just lucky to have a mom and a dad that worked so hard. My dad she had been raised on a farm, so she had a lot of good ideas from my dad when sometimes he ran out of, his ideas weren't too good sometimes, and she would suggest things and he would do it. But she never got him to clean everything up as nice as she liked it to be cleaned up around the barn. So it was always a mess. Things sitting around, old machinery and old tractors and things like that.
Were you close with your parents?
Well, you had to be, yeah, you were close. The only example of hard-working adults like we had was our parents, because we never really went that many places. We'd go visit my grandfather's farm, which my uncle was running then, and we saw the same thing, everybody working on the farm. So we learned everything from our parents until my mother went and bought a set of American encyclopedias. After that, we started learning things from there. Reading articles like on how to make a whiskey still, which is described very
in detail,
nicely, in detail in the encyclopedia.